Charlie, I really want to thank you for all your hard work and your good ideas.
Look, Dorian, I know this really nice guy. He's single. He's got a great sense of humor.
Charlie, are you trying to set me up?
Well, I just thought that maybe you'd like to meet someone new.
I know. It may look as if I'm experiencing sort of a dry spell, especially since my last romance was that well-publicized relationship with a woman, a faux romance, as it were. No. I am just fine, thank you. I am not on the market. But thanks so much for the thought.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Whatever for.
No, I mean, I overstepped. I should have realized that you and David Vickers have a thing, right?
Oh, David and I had many, many things.
Oh, well, I mean, I wasn't sure. There was so much speculation and talk about it last night.
Last night, people were talking about my love life. Oh, really? And in what context?
Oh, well, you know, David officiated at the wedding. Because he's back in town, you know.
Vicky, don't you let Charlian get one over on you.
There is no Charlian! Okay, yes. Dorian's consistent efforts to sidle up to my husband every single day are making me nuts. But they're not going to get her anywhere because I trust Charlie.
But you don't trust Dorian. With good reason.
And I'm done with this conversation.
What are you talking about? Aren't you mad, Vicky? I sure would be. I'd be mad as hell and I wouldn't take it anymore.
David, what do you want me to do? Challenge Dorian to pistols at dawn?
Now that I'd buy a ticket for. Unfortunately, it's not just Dorian. It's Charlie, too.
No, it is not Charlie. Okay? I told you I trust him.
Maybe. But you can't deny there's a connection.
Oh, yes, okay. They went through something, all right, together after Jared died.
When he shut you out and turned to her.
And Charlie and I have worked through that.
But you can't deny that there's a bond there. Luckily, you got yourself a secret weapon.
Oh, my God, I'm afraid to ask.
You and I have a bond that drives Dorian bananas.
David officiated at the wedding?
Oh, he sure did. And made quite an impression, too, yeah.
Oh, I'm sure. Who'd he bring?
Well, actually, he was alone. I mean, I think that's what kind of fueled all the talk about, you know, you and him maybe being, what's the term? Down low.
Oh, whatever. You know, I'm sure he wanted me to be his date, but I tell my staff never to put his calls through. Poor guy, I bet he was morose all night, right?
Well, he sure seemed bound and determined not to let your snub get to him.
In what way?
Well, I mean, he just danced up a storm at the reception.
Oh, with whom?
Well, Vicky, for one.
And how is this bond that you and I share supposed to help me?
Oh, Vicky, where to start? Well, I guess the first thing we should probably do is work on your flow.
Oh, God, not my flow.
It's a very simple three-step process. Step one, unclog.
David, I am not getting naked with you.
Oh, you don't have to get naked for this, but it does help.
No.
You see that? You've got Dorian all up inside your head. She's getting to you. Now, it's not to be faulted. Happens to the best of us.
What is this, us?
Why do you think I haven't told Dorian that I'm here in the first place? I don't need that kind of stress, and neither do you. I'm telling you, you need to let me help you achieve serenity.
Is this going to hurt?
Oh, so good.
Oh, David and Vicky dancing together. There's a pretty sight. Oh, yeah. You know, there has been this really irritating bond between the two of them over the years. And then I figured it out. Yes, they were only doing it to get at me. Oh, they just love to get under my skin.
Well, I think there's a little bit more to it than that.
Like what? Their mutual love of skincare products and hard-hitting reportage? Charlie, I know you love Vicky, but she's got a mean streak in her. In fact, I wouldn't put it past her to use what's happened to Langston against me and smear it all over the banner. I'm going over there and warn her that she better not do anything of the sort.
What happened?
Todd.
Oh, nice. So I think I may have scored some points with Marty. She's starting to have doubts about my guilt.
How'd you make that happen?
I told her about our Hannah suspicions.
I already told her that at the bail hearing.
Then we're getting through to her.
Dad, I don't think we have time to keep working on Marty.
That's why I'm focusing on Hannah. I tried to worm a confession out of her the other day, but she wouldn't bite. I did get some good stuff, though.
Like what?
Well, I think she may have been the one to bash that TA's brains in.
So walk me through it. How does your bloody shoe print wind up in Ford's room when you said you never went back to the apartment?
Because I did go back. I did. I told you Chris and Layla left me at the Buenos Dias. Yeah, I kept thinking about what Ford and Langston did to me, and I couldn't stand it. So when I get there, the front door's unlocked, right? I let myself in. I go back into Ford's room. Get up! Get up, you son of a bitch! But I could see that he was in bed, so I shook him. Come on! I told him to get up, but he didn't move. And that's when I felt it, all of this wet stuff all over my hands. So I turn on the lights, and there's just blood everywhere, all over my hands, on the floor, on the wall, on the bed, and all over Ford.
Then what'd you do, Marco? Come on, come this far.
I panicked, all right? I panicked, and I ran all the way back to the diner. I washed my hands. I threw out my shoes. It was stupid, but... And then the next day, I went to the hospital to get my hand fixed up, right? And they bring in Ford, alive. I mean, I had no idea. If I had known, I thought he had to be dead. He had to be dead, but if I had known that he was alive, I wouldn't have left him there, not for a second. But I didn't say anything because I knew that everybody would think that I was the one who did it. But I didn't do it. I swear to you, I didn't do it. This whole thing is it's a big misunderstanding. And this new evidence proves that I'm innocent now, doesn't it, right?